Alex Carter stood frozen as the news flashed across the screen, his company's stock plummeting in real time. The betrayal was public, brutal, and humiliating. How could this happen? He muttered under his breath, heart pounding. Emails and messages poured in, each one sharper than the last. Employees whispered in hallways, the office buzzing with panic. Emma, his loyal confidant, tried to reach him. "Alex, we can fix this," she urged, but his mind raced through every decision that led here. The rival's smirk haunted his thoughts. Was there any way back from this disaster? Alex sank into his chair, gripping the armrests. He replayed every choice that led to this chaos. Emma whispered, "We'll handle it, Alex, step by step." The betrayal stung, a knife in the back from someone he trusted. Thoughts of bankruptcy, lawsuits, and public humiliation collided. He felt exposed, vulnerable, yet an ember of resolve flickered. Maybe this was his chance to fight harder. The office hummed with tension, phones ringing off the hook. His loyal team watched silently, waiting for guidance. One wrong word could worsen everything. A flood of messages poured in from investors, clients, and the media. Alex rubbed his temples, anxiety gnawing at him. Emma suggested calling the team meeting. Every second felt critical. Trust, reputation, and years of work hung in the balance. "We need a plan or everything falls apart," Alex said, voice shaking. His mind raced through options, none perfect. Panic battled determination, fear clashing with leadership instincts. Outside, thunder rolled, echoing his inner turmoil. Every tick of the clock sharpened the urgency. Alex faced the board, tension thick in the room. Richard Kane's betrayal loomed large, yet he had to maintain composure. Emma whispered encouragement, but doubt lingered. His rival's actions had cost millions. He clenched fists, reminding himself this was a challenge, not a surrender. Every question from the board felt like a test of endurance. Yet beneath fear, determination sparked. The office atmosphere crackled with urgency. He needed to lead, inspire, and salvage hope before the scandal consumed them entirely. The first news segment aired, showing Richard Kane's manipulations and Alex's company plunging. Social media erupted. Alex's chest tightened, heart racing. Emma held his arm, whispering reassurance. Employees hovered anxiously, awaiting direction. Alex's mind surged with regret and urgency. He vowed to reclaim control, fight back, and prove resilience. The storm outside mirrored his turmoil. It was the darkest hour, yet also the moment a hero could rise. Alex squared his shoulders, ready to confront the chaos head-on. The city streets buzzed with tension as Alex stepped out into the chilly morning air. Emma followed closely, her expression tight with concern. They discussed the recent string of disturbances affecting the downtown district. Shops shuttered early, citizens whispered rumors, and emergency alerts pinged incessantly on their devices. Alex reviewed maps of the affected areas while Emma cross-referenced reports of missing persons. Each corner held potential danger, and the unpredictability of the situation made their decisions critical. They debated whether to split up to cover more ground, weighing safety against efficiency. Sirens wailed in the distance, blending with the morning rush. The energy of the city felt fractured, alive with fear yet determined to continue its daily rhythm. Their commitment to uncovering the truth pushed them forward, even as uncertainty clouded every step. Inside the downtown surveillance room, monitors flickered with grainy footage. Alex analyzed the patterns of recent incidents, while Emma scanned social media feeds for eyewitness accounts. Their dialogue was sharp and efficient, each sentence carrying urgency and clarity. They identified a recurring figure, shadowed in alleyways, whose movements suggested careful planning. Emma's brow furrowed as she cross-checked street camera timestamps with police reports. Alex highlighted potential points of interest on the map, considering the best approach to gather evidence without being noticed. Outside, the city hummed with unaware energy, the contrast between chaos and routine creating a surreal tension. Their strategy required precision, timing, and coordination. Each moment was a gamble, Every step could reveal the truth, or put them directly in harm's way. Yet neither hesitated, both driven by a sense of responsibility stronger than fear. As dusk approached, the city streets transformed into a labyrinth of shadows. Alex and Emma moved cautiously through narrow alleys, flashlights cutting through mist. Every sound, a distant footstep, a barking dog, raised adrenaline. They observed suspicious gatherings, documenting and recording patterns, trying to anticipate the next move. Emma whispered suggestions, noting escape routes and possible blind spots. Alex stayed alert, ready to intervene if necessary, while signaling discreetly to backup teams positioned nearby. Street lamps flickered intermittently, casting fragmented light over graffiti-strewn walls. Their investigation demanded patience, intuition, and unwavering focus. Each corner seemed to hide new threats, but also potential leads. The interplay of light and shadow made the city feel both familiar and alien, a stage for their relentless pursuit of answers. Their commitment deepened, and despite exhaustion, they pressed on with precision. Night deepened, and the city quieted under the cloak of darkness. Alex and Emma paused at an abandoned park, scanning the area for unusual activity. Faint sounds of movement echoed from hidden corners, blending with the rustle of leaves. Emma studied her notes, cross-referencing previous sightings. Alex adjusted his flashlight, eyes narrowing as he spotted footprints leading toward a boarded-up building. They shared a nod, understanding that what lay ahead could change the course of their investigation. Every instinct screamed caution, yet their drive to uncover the truth propelled them forward. The park, once serene, now felt like a chessboard, each step a calculated risk. They entered the derelict building, the air thick with dust and the scent of decay. Emma's flashlight revealed overturned furniture and graffiti on walls, remnants of recent trespassers. Alex led cautiously, ears attuned to the smallest noise. Shadows danced across peeling paint as they navigated creaking floors and narrow hallways. Every step was deliberate, every glance a precaution. Their conversation was sparse, punctuated by whispered observations. Emma noted hidden corners, possible escape routes, and evidence of planning by unknown actors. Alex communicated silently, using subtle gestures to indicate direction and caution. Tension coiled around them, sharp as the cold air, yet their focus never wavered. The search demanded intelligence, bravery, and unwavering vigilance, each corridor a new test of patience and skill. The office was quiet after the storm, a sense of relief settling over the team. Alex reviewed the latest analytics, noting a surge of positive feedback. "Our transparency worked," he said softly. Emma smiled, exhaling a long-held tension. Reports confirmed that public perception had shifted. Social media chatter praised their honesty and swift action. Alex felt pride, but also humility. He knew the challenge wasn't over. The team gathered around, celebrating small victories while planning next steps. Outside, morning light filtered through the windows, illuminating their determination. Alex and Emma stepped onto the rooftop terrace, the city spread beneath them like a living mosaic. "We've weathered the storm," Emma said, eyes scanning the skyline. Alex nodded, appreciating the clarity of the morning. They reflected on mistakes, learning that integrity was the strongest shield. Below, the streets bustled with life, unaware of the silent battles fought above. The air smelled of fresh rain and asphalt. Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. This was more than a victory. It was a foundation for the future. Their conversation turned to strategy, growth, and trust. Back in the office, the team brainstormed new initiatives. Alex encouraged creative ideas, emphasizing collaboration. Emma documented plans on a digital whiteboard, her focus intense. The atmosphere was vibrant, energized by success. Challenges of the past seemed distant, lessons learned etched into every decision. Alex noticed junior team members gaining confidence, contributing boldly. Laughter occasionally punctuated strategy discussions. The tension had shifted to motivation and optimism. Even mundane tasks carried purpose now. Together, they were not just colleagues, they were architects of resilience. Alex received a call from a partner company, congratulating him on navigating the crisis. "It's a testament to our approach," he said, glancing at Emma. She responded with a quiet nod, both aware that integrity and preparation had won the day. Plans for joint projects were discussed with enthusiasm. The office hummed with renewed energy, phones ringing, keyboards clacking. Outside, clouds cleared fully, sunlight riffling off skyscrapers. Alex reflected on leadership, how patience, decisiveness, and empathy shaped outcomes. Each choice mattered, but collaboration amplified impact. As evening fell, Alex and Emma walked through the city streets, lights shimmering on wet pavement. "We did it," Alex said quietly. Emma nodded, the skyline glowing behind her. Their journey had tested them, revealing strength, resilience, and vision. The rivals' shadow faded as their reputation solidified. They passed familiar landmarks, feeling connected to the city and its rhythm. Conversations about future plans and innovations flowed naturally. The world seemed full of possibility. Triumph was not just victory over adversity, it was growth, clarity, and shared purpose. The office hummed with quiet focus as Alex and Emma prepared the final presentation for the board. Charts, slides, and projections filled the screens, showcasing months of hard work. Emma double-checked the data, ensuring every number told a story. Alex rehearsed key points, his tone calm but determined. The team watched, absorbing tension and pride in equal measure. "This is more than numbers," Alex said. "It's our story of growth and resilience." The morning sun cast warm rays through the glass walls, illuminating the documents and faces filled with anticipation. The boardroom filled with decision-makers, their expressions a mix of curiosity and expectation. Alex began the presentation, his voice steady and clear. Emma highlighted key data, emphasizing transparency and strategy. Every slide told a story, each chart supporting growth and integrity. Questions came, answered confidently with examples and evidence. The energy shifted from skepticism to admiration. Alex glanced at Emma, noting her calm precision. Together, they were a team beyond titles, leading with credibility. By the final slide, nods and subtle smiles confirmed their success. After the presentation, Alex and Emma walked through the quiet corridors of the building. Their steps echoed softly, a rhythm of reflection and relief. "It feels surreal," Emma said, glancing at the framed company milestones lining the walls. Alex nodded, feeling the weight of the journey behind them. Every challenge had forged growth, every misstep a lesson. The building felt alive with memory, ambition, and purpose. They paused near a window, looking out over the city skyline. Sunlight bathed the streets below, signaling opportunity and renewal. Later, Alex and Emma met with the team in a relaxed lounge area, celebrating the project's success. Laughter and conversation filled the space, contrasting the intensity of previous days. Drinks in hand, stories were shared, highlighting moments of tension and triumph. Alex raised a glass, acknowledging every contribution. Emma joined, her smile warm, voice steady. The team felt validated, energized for the future. Outside, dusk painted the sky in deep oranges and purples. City lights flickered to life, reflecting the vibrancy of accomplishment and camaraderie. As night settled, Alex and Emma stepped onto the rooftop terrace once more, city lights twinkling below. Silence surrounded them, comforting and reflective. "We've set something in motion," Alex said softly. Emma nodded, eyes on the skyline, feeling gratitude and purpose. The wind tousled her hair gently. They spoke of future ventures, responsibility, and legacy. The streets shimmered with energy, a city alive with possibility. Triumph was not a moment but a journey, one they had shared and shaped together. The night embraced them, signaling both closure and new beginnings. The storm hit the city with sudden ferocity, rain pounding against the windows as Alex and Emma huddled in their small office. Papers flew across the room, and the power flickered, casting fleeting shadows on their determined faces. Emma clutched her tablet, scanning emergency alerts, while Alex worked to secure vital documents. Outside, The streets were rivers of water, cars abandoned mid-turn, and distant sirens echoed through the chaos. They exchanged worried glances, understanding the weight of the decisions ahead. Every call they made, every direction they gave, could affect lives. Their teamwork was tested, each relying on the other for clarity and courage. Amid the tension, they found a rhythm, navigating the crisis with precision and trust. Their hearts pounded, but their resolve did not waver as they coordinated relief teams, guided citizens to safety, and kept communication flowing. By late afternoon, the storm had eased, leaving the city battered but alive. Alex and Emma walked through flooded streets, helping residents salvage belongings. Mud and debris coated shoes and clothes, but faces showed relief mixed with exhaustion. Emma checked in with neighborhood leaders, listening to concerns while Alex coordinated delivery of supplies. Children clung to parents, wide-eyed, and volunteers moved tirelessly, distributing blankets, water, and food. Amid the chaos, small victories appeared: a rescued pet, a cleared walkway, a reunited family. Each interaction deepened Alex and Emma's understanding of the human cost, inspiring new strategies for future preparedness. They paused briefly to catch their breath, rain-slicked hair clinging to their faces, hearts heavy yet uplifted by collective resilience. Night fell, and a temporary shelter hummed with activity. Families huddled on cots, sharing stories and offering comfort. Alex and Emma moved through the crowd, assessing needs, comforting children, and calming anxious adults. The dim light from lanterns cast soft shadows, creating an intimate yet somber atmosphere. Emma noted which areas required urgent attention, while Alex managed the logistics of food, blankets, and medical care. Volunteers whispered to each other, coordinating quietly so as not to disturb resting families. Each action reinforced their role as anchors in a turbulent moment. Their resolve, though tested by exhaustion, was unwavering, as they balanced empathy with efficiency. Stories of loss and bravery intertwined, reminding them why their work mattered, driving a deeper connection to the community they served. Early dawn and the shelter quieted, save for occasional whispers and soft crying. Alex and Emma reviewed the damage, mapping priority areas for relief teams. Well, Emma's eyes were sharp, noting structural concerns, while Alex listed logistics, connecting communications with city authorities. Exhaustion tugged at their bodies, yet adrenaline kept them alert. Outside, puddles reflected the soft pink of sunrise, debris scattered along empty streets. Volunteers emerged from makeshift tents, tired but resolute, ready to resume cleanup. Every conversation, every plan, reinforced lessons learned from the storm. Alex and Emma shared a brief smile, understanding that their efforts, though strenuous, had saved lives and restored hope. Their commitment to rebuilding went beyond immediate relief, envisioning a stronger, more resilient city. By mid-morning, city recovery operations were in full swing. Streets were cleared, power restored in pockets, and food distribution expanded. Alex coordinated transportation, ensuring teams reached neighborhoods safely, while Emma trained local volunteers to manage resources. Their teamwork demonstrated the balance of leadership and hands-on engagement. Residents offered gratitude, waving as trucks passed or volunteers delivered supplies. Children returned to partially repaired playgrounds, laughter echoing faintly against buildings. Alex and Emma exchanged tired but satisfied glances, knowing their strategic planning and tireless work had transformed despair into hope. Every challenge reinforced their resilience. Every small success deepened their commitment to the city they loved. Dawn stretched across the horizon, painting the city in shades of rose and gold. Alex and Emma stood by the office window, watching the quiet awakening. The air felt crisp, filled with possibility. Emma spoke softly, suggesting ways to scale their project sustainably. Alex nodded thoughtfully, inspired by her ideas, seeing their vision extend further than ever before. They reflected on risks taken, lessons learned, and how far collaboration had carried them. Each plan they discussed carried intention, a balance of strategy and heart. The city below seemed alive with anticipation, echoing their renewed energy. Mid-morning found them in a bustling community center, reviewing impact programs. Emma animatedly outlined new initiatives, while Alex listened, jotting notes. Volunteers moved around, arranging materials and greeting locals, their energy contagious. The team's focus shifted from abstract planning to tangible action. Every interaction reinforced purpose, reminding Alex and Emma why they started. Ideas became plans, plans became steps, and the sense of progress grounded them. Conversations flowed seamlessly, blending strategy with empathy. They shared quiet smiles, recognizing mutual dedication to community growth. As afternoon approached, they visited a local school, observing programs they had helped fund. Children ran and laughed in the playground, sunlight bouncing off equipment. Emma knelt briefly to talk to a small group, her voice gentle and encouraging. Alex watched, pride and satisfaction mirrored on his face. They discussed potential improvements, while remaining mindful of maintaining trust and continuity. Their commitment felt personal, woven into the fabric of each child's experience. Walking through halls adorned with artwork, they absorbed the energy, realizing their impact extended far beyond numbers or charts. Evening settled over the city as Alex and Emma returned to the office, their pace slower now, reflective. They reviewed the day's progress, organizing notes for the next steps. Outside, the skyline glimmered under streetlights and neon, a quiet reminder of constant motion. Emma suggested a celebratory dinner for the team, and Alex agreed, smiling at the idea. The office was empty, calm, yet alive with traces of effort. Their partnership felt effortless, flowing from mutual respect and shared experience. Each challenge they faced now seemed like preparation for greater responsibility and meaningful contribution. Night embraced the city as Alex and Emma walked to the rooftop terrace, stars faintly visible above skyscrapers. They paused, absorbing the view, a sense of accomplishment mingled with excitement for what lay ahead. Emma spoke about future expansion plans, and Alex responded with ideas of collaboration and growth. Silence followed, comfortable, as they reflected on the journey from uncertain beginnings to this moment of clarity. Lights flickered below, and the distant hum of the city reminded them of possibilities waiting. Together, they felt ready for anything, grounded by shared vision, trust, and resilience. Morning sunlight poured into the renovated community hall, illuminating Alex and Emma as they set up for the first day of a new mentorship program. Volunteers bustled around, placing materials and arranging seating. The energy was palpable, a mix of anticipation and pride. Emma shared final instructions, her voice firm yet kind, while Alex coordinated logistics, ensuring smooth flow. They reflected on how far they had come, recalling challenges and breakthroughs. Conversations floated through the hall, laughter punctuating focused discussions. Each action reinforced their shared vision, shaping a tangible future. Midday, Alex and Emma walked through a city park, speaking with program participants. Children painted, teenagers shared project ideas, and adults offered feedback. Emma listened attentively, jotting notes, while Alex smiled, engaging in light conversation. The park hummed with life. Dogs ran, fountains splashed, and the wind carried distant laughter. Their presence inspired trust and confidence. They discussed ways to expand reach without compromising quality, balancing growth with mindfulness. Every interaction reinforced the human impact of their work, grounding strategy and empathy. Afternoon brought a meeting with city officials to present program outcomes. Emma spoke confidently, her notes organized, her voice commanding yet approachable. Alex added detailed insights, citing statistics and personal anecdotes from participants. The officials nodded, impressed by the depth and clarity. The room was formal yet welcoming, sun streaming through tall windows, reflecting off polished tables. Discussion shifted from numbers to stories, showing the human side of results. Alex and Emma felt a surge of pride, knowing their dedication had built tangible, measurable impact. As evening approached, Alex and Emma visited a rooftop garden, reflecting on their journey. The skyline glimmered, As the sun dipped, turning clouds into hues of orange and purple, Emma spoke of long-term goals, her eyes alight with determination. Alex replied thoughtfully, considering every possibility. The gentle breeze ruffled their hair as they walked among planters and benches. They remembered moments of doubt and celebration alike, realizing each step shaped their present. The garden symbolized growth, balance, and patience, qualities mirrored in their partnership and projects. Night descended, and the city shimmered below as Alex and Emma stood on the terrace, reviewing a large map of future projects. The stars appeared faintly, mingling with the city lights. Emma pointed to locations, discussing expansion ideas, while Alex shared strategies for sustainability. Silence followed, comfortable, as they acknowledged the magnitude of their journey. The air carried the faint hum of distant traffic, the smell of night flowers, and the thrill of possibilities ahead. Together they felt prepared to face whatever challenges awaited, grounded in shared vision, resilience, and unwavering trust.